Nice putt, Gary. Nice
Thank you,
putt.
Nathan. Nice round.
Right. So this really isn't going according to plan for me. I'm having a bit of a nightmare over these first 3 or 4 holes, and to be honest, I don't want to put this score in. Gary's the opposite. Gary's played a big comp at the weekend. He's probably going to lose a shot if he keeps going at this rate, and he doesn't really want to do that either. So neither of us want to put in our score, but we've registered. What happens next?
As we've said before, if you've pre-registered, you must submit your score. And if you don't submit your score, to protect the integrity of the system and fairness for other players, your score could be subject to a penalty score if you don't submit it through the app. And if you're playing in a competition and you don't submit your score, then you would have to explain to the Handicap Committee why your score hasn't been submitted.
So if we don't submit our score, if we just pretend this never happened, that's going to be reported to the Handicap Committee.
Yes, and if you're playing a general play round and you've registered it through the app, as Anne said, that's an automated process. You get that penalty score. You then have to try and convince your handicap committee as to why you shouldn't have that penalty score.
And maybe the key word in all of that, though, is integrity. That this does come back on the player as well, to have that integrity when they are out on the course.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that no system in the world will actually prevent. This is a behaviour. So it's a behaviour that every type of rules, the rules of golf, the rules of handicapping, any rules that you ever live by in life, you need integrity, or they need you to behave with integrity in order for the rules to actually work.
Right, I'm out of it.
Okay. About time, really.
Yeah, pick it up.
There
Handy
you go.
par. So, a couple of different situations there. I've had another nightmare. I've decided not to finish out the hole. I'll put it in as a 6 on this par 3. Is that okay?
Well, for handicap purposes, all scores must be recorded as gross scores. So you cannot just pick up on a hole. And there are generally two scenarios that you can record the score as a hole not finished, for which you will receive a net double bogey, or a hole not started. So therefore, when you come to entering your score on the app or entering the score on the club software, there will be an option for you to enter that score as did not play or hole not started.
So in that scenario there where I've just picked up, I haven't put it out, what am I putting in?
You're putting in a hole not finished, and you'll receive net double bogey for handicap purposes.
Okay. Gary was putting for par, just came up short. He's a pro, he's going to knock that in. I've just given it to him. Is that okay?
Well, unfortunately, in a county ground, there are no gimmies. So everything needs to be holed out, as Anna has said. It's one of the reasons why we've got about 60,000 rounds of golf are played every year in inter-club matches, but none of those can be posted on somebody's record, irrespective of how well they play.
So no gimmies.
No gimmies, unfortunately, Nathan.
Sorry, Gary.
I need one too. What's the ruling then on if a gimme is, if a ball is picked up and it's later spotted, maybe the guy in the tee, that guy actually picked it up, he didn't finish out the hole. What's the ruling on that if it's an issue afterwards?
It's a hole not finished, so therefore it needs to be recorded as such.
Okay. So would that go down then as a net double bogey on his score?
Yeah.
That's found out after.
So net double bogey is par plus 2 strokes plus your stroke index that you receive.
I did an 11 on a par 3 one time. I should have taken a net double bogey. Would have been better.
I always take net double bogey just for starters.